Welcome to the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but will be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Christy, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so please be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Carolinas. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, the Citadel.
All right, thank you, Christy. It's my pleasure. My name is Greg Daly. I'm one of the Associate Directors of Admissions here at the Citadel. It's my pleasure to start off this 6x6 college fair by telling you a little bit about the Citadel, as much as I can in 6 minutes. But the Citadel is a great institution. We're located here in Charleston, South Carolina. We are a senior military college with roughly 2,300 total cadets. Now, just because we're a senior military college doesn't mean that you have to go into the military at graduation, although roughly 1 in 3 of our cadets do. One of the unique things about the Citadel is that you're really getting 2 types of education here. You are getting the academic education, which is second to none, but also that leadership development within the core cadets. And that's what makes the Citadel a lot different from most other colleges and universities. So what you see on the screen now is our principled leaders model. The Citadel's mission is to educate and develop principled leaders in all walks of life. And it's not leadership by osmosis. We don't just throw you into the core cadets and say, hey, become a leader. No, it's a process. And it all starts with our core values. And those values are honor, duty, and respect. And we carry that further. We have our pillars of character, academics, military, and fitness. And I'm going to talk on those in a little more detail here in just a second. And then we utilize the class years. Your freshman year, we use the term prepare. Sophomore year, we use the term engage. Junior year, we use the term serve. And then senior year, we use the term lead to describe that process. But I first want to start off with the character component, because that's what we do differently than most other colleges. And that's the reason why we put that character piece there first. Now, character development comes in many forms, and it certainly goes back to those core values of honor, duty, and respect. But we also carry that further. We have a cadet honor code. It's very simple. A cadet does not lie, cheat, steal, nor tolerate those who do. We also have lots of opportunities for that character development to take place while you're on campus and off campus. Some of those off-campus opportunities are certainly things like working on a Habitat for Humanity home, going out and mentoring at some of the local elementary schools here in the Charleston area. That teamwork process. There's a picture of some cadets on campus running one of our obstacle courses on the back part of the campus. But your number one reason why you're here at the Citadel is academics, right? We have a wide offering of academic programs. You can see on the screen there, we have our Tommy and Victoria Baker School of Business, our School of Humanities and Social Sciences, our Swain Family School of Science and Mathematics, our School of Engineering, and our School of Education. To go along with all of those majors, there's a lot of minors to choose from as well. And a minor is something that's an add-on. So let's say you're interested in mechanical engineering and you're wanting to go out and work for one of those large aerospace companies like Boeing or SpaceX or Blue Origin. It makes perfect sense to have a minor in something like aerospace science within our physics department. I could spend an hour talking about all the different majors on campus, but I'm going to leave it there. I encourage you to visit our websites and take a look at all those majors. If anyone out there has an interest in a military career, we certainly have that opportunity. All of our cadets do take ROTC while they're here with us, and we have all 6 service branches represented. We have Army, Air Force, Space Force, Navy, Marine Corps ROTC programs. We also have a Coast Guard auxiliary detachment for our cadets who are interested in careers in the United States Coast Guard. Coast Guard just doesn't do ROTC in the traditional sense like the other service branches do. And roughly 1 in 3 of our cadets do commission into the military at graduation, but that means that more than half of our cadets are doing something else, whether it's continuing to graduate school or going right out into the workforce. And we do have high job placement rates coming out of the Citadel. Last year's graduating class, at graduation, over 80% of those cadets were either commissioning in the military, had a job in their field that directly pertained to their major, or had a graduate school placement. 6 months after graduation, that number jumps up to 99%. So lots of opportunities there, on that side of things. Fitness. Big important part of the Citadel. Our cadets do take a physical fitness test every semester. That consists of hand raised push-ups. You can Google that and see what that looks like. A plank and a 1.5 mile run. Again, all of our physical fitness standards are there on the screen. But I do want to talk about the admissions process a little bit. So if there are any seniors listening to the broadcast here, our application is still open, but you need to apply soon. But for my juniors next year, or actually this summer, our application will open up on July 15th, and you'll need to submit your application, transcripts. We will be test optional. We are on rolling admissions, so give us about 2 weeks after you've submitted all the required documentation. We'll have an admissions decision for you, one way or the other. With that in important dates, other important dates, October 1, for those juniors, that's when the FAFSA is open. That's that free application for federal student aid. For my seniors on the call, May 1st is the national decision date. So anyone that's a senior this year, if you've already applied, you need to let us know by May 1. Same thing for the juniors next year, will be that May 1 deadline. Averages. Average SAT score, a little bit of an 1100, average ACT of a 24, average GPA of a 3.8. Again, those are averages, some above, some below that. And you can see kind of 56% in-state, 43% out-of-state as far as that's concerned. But I want to leave you with this screen because this is what we do well. For 11 consecutive years, we've been the #1 public college in the South offering up to master's degrees. And so they're taking into consideration those graduation rates, retention rates, job placement rates. My time's almost up, so I look forward to having your questions in the chat, and have a great rest of your school year. Thank you, Christy.
Yes, thank you. Next, we will have Midlands Technical College.
Thank you very much. And Citadel, if you could stop sharing your screen real quick. Thank you very, very much. All right. Thank you very much. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. My name is Matt Krabako. I'm a senior admissions counselor for Midlands Technical College. Midlands Tech is the local community school in Columbia, South Carolina. We do serve Richland, Lexington, and Fairfield counties. So just some information about Midlands Tech. We are an accredited school. We have about 10,000 students and over 150 different degree and training programs. So some reasons that students generally choose Midlands Tech is they like smaller class sizes, they like the hands-on experience, and one of the biggest factors is we're very affordable. We're affordable as far as if you get a life scholarship, it pretty much covers your full tuition. We're also affordable that if you are transferring to a four-year institution, students like to take advantage of the low cost at Midlands Tech and then endure maybe a higher cost and getting that bachelor's degree after completing their associates. So we do have a lot of different student support services, anything from mentoring and tutoring. We want you to succeed. We want to help you, but it's up to you to determine if you need that help. So again, we have a lot of different support services. One of the biggest programs that we have is our Bridge program. Basically what that means is that you start out at Midlands Tech, and then you're able to transfer to a school, universally transferring those credits over to then complete your bachelor's degree. So you do see I have different schools listed below. But again, that is listed on our website as well. And then your typical Midlands Tech schedule, you either have Monday or Wednesday classes, or generally Tuesday or Thursday classes. We do not have classes on Fridays. So we do have 8 schools of study. You'll see that we have advanced manufacturing, business, education, public services, English humanities, our school of STEM, social and behavioral sciences, and our healthcare. So just some programs that you'll find under each school of study. Your advanced manufacturing, so like your building construction, your welding, your mechatronics, auto tech, your business-minded people, so our school of business, our marketing, our management, human resources. We have our education and public services. So if you are trying to get a bachelor's degree, you can start at Midlands Tech and then transfer over to get that bachelor's degree in education, criminal justice, human services you see as well that we have listed. And then for our English or humanities minded people, generally that is transitioned into a 4-year, but we do have different associate degrees that is more in your English, your writing, your history. So we also have our School of STEM. School of STEM includes more your math, your IT, your science, your engineering geared folks. We have our social and behavioral sciences, so like your sociology or your psychologies. We do have a School of Healthcare, which is one of our bigger schools. A lot of people automatically just think of nursing, but it does include respiratory care, surgical tech, and many other programs as well. And if you can't find a program specifically for you, we do have something called interdisciplinary studies that we kind of formulate a degree program to your best needs. So where do you start? You're going to start at midlandstech.edu. I do have QR codes available, so feel free to use those. You're going to apply now on our website, midlandstech.edu. You're going to create an account. If you look at this page, you'll see right there to the left corner, second one over says create an account. After you create an account, you are going to then select your application. It is very important that you make sure that you're starting in the correct term. After you start your application, you will select start a new MTC application. You will not be dual enrollment. Again, you want to select the right term. You are going to be fall 2022. If you're a junior, you would be fall 2023. We do not have fall 2023 listed. And then at the very end, and I'll supply it, but we have a discount code. It'll waive our $35 application fee. After you answer the questions, you'll select discount code. Here's a how-to video in case anybody needs a step-by-step walkthrough on how to do the application. Feel free to watch that video. So the enrollment steps you're going to apply, you can simultaneously apply for financial aid. You're going to make your MyMTC account and then complete the admissions process. And just a few things, we can admit you if you have a 3.0 GPA or higher. That gets you into English 101, which is transferable English. If you do have a 2.25 GPA or higher, we can get you admitted. However, I would recommend taking our placement test. Placement test has a math and a reading section. It is not a time test. So if you do not meet the GPA requirements, then you can simply take the placement test, and depending on what scores that you have, will depend on what classes that you're able to fit into. As far as the math goes, if you have a 3.0 GPA or higher paired with an 85 or higher in a 4th level math class, then you will be placed into college level math. If you need anything, here is my email address along with my phone number. If anybody wants to take a picture of that. And then last but not least, the very important thing is the discount code. So again, at the very end of the application, you'll select discount code. This is something that I will put in the chat feature. And then if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Next, we will have Newberry College.
I was just talking to a blank screen. Good evening, everybody. My name is Cassie Ammons. I'm an admissions counselor from Newberry College, and I'm also the admissions counselor over our dyslexia services program as well, which I'll touch on a little later. I'm going to go and get started. All right, so at a glance, a little bit about Newberry College. We have very small class sizes with a student to faculty ratio of 14:1. We currently have 37 programs of study, and we are continuously adding to this. We have an absolutely beautiful campus that I would love to see you at. And we have a very diverse population with 21 states and 23 countries represented in our student body. So again, small field here at Newberry College. Our current enrollment is 1212. We are a residential campus, so 83% of our students do live on campus. We really encourage that just because we do have such a family feel. We continuously have things that are kind of happening on campus, whether that be with our athletics, with our 50+ clubs and organizations that we have on campus. And then we also have 10 fraternities and sororities, and we just recently added AKA. So for our residence life, our two newer residence halls are Walker Hall and Pearson Hall. We have broke ground to begin another new residence hall. So again, we're growing at Newberry and we're so excited about that. So athletics, we are South Atlantic Conference, we are D2. Here on my screen is our men's, women's, and co-ed sports that are listed out. If you have any questions about any of that, please ask. Our football team won the South Atlantic Conference Championship this previous season. Our baseball team is doing tremendous. They just lost a home game this weekend, so they're headed back on the right track. We've recently added women's rugby. So again, great things happening. Our Summerlin Honors Program. So just a little bit about this. To be a requirement for our honors program, you must have a 3.5 GPA, and we also require a letter of recommendation as well as an interview with a faculty member that is a part of that honors program. You have priority housing with being in the honors program. You're able to have not only your academic advisor, but an advisor as well that's within the honors program to make sure that you're getting everything you need for those classes. Dr. Hodges is the faculty member who is the director of our honors program. She's absolutely fantastic. Again, if you have any questions, I know she would love to talk with you. And I would be more than happy to answer anything. And I'm sorry if I feel like I sound like I'm rushing. I don't want to run out of time with you guys. Financial aid, every parent and guardian's favorite part. For my seniors, if you have not submitted that financial aid or the FAFSA yet, please do so. It opened October 1st. For my juniors, again, it will open October 1st for you guys of the next year. The Newberry code is on the screen here. So if you needed to take a minute and get that, we offer Pell Grant. We have several work studies that we have. Life, Hope, South Carolina Tuition Grant, which is for private schools only. Big thing on this screen that I really want to touch on is our $2,000 scholarships for our nursing and education majors. So coming in as a freshman, if you have declared that you did want to be a major in education or nursing, then you automatically will get those scholarships. We have a $2,000 scholarship that we give to all of our out-of-state students. And just in your academic aid, you can receive between $10,000 to $17,000. And also for any students who wish to participate in our music ensembles, you do not have to be a music major or minor to participate in those. You can just, let them know that that's something that you would want to do. Your first year, you get a $1,000 scholarship, and that's going to go up in $500 increments each year. I'm going to leave this on the screen for just a minute. Won't touch on this much. This is just kind of comparing us to other schools. So this quote here is actually from Janelle Williams, who just recently graduated from Newberry College in December of 2021. A fun fact that I always like to throw out on this slide is that all of our admissions counselors in our office, except for one of us, are actually all Newberry College graduates. So Newberry is very much a place when you get here, you fall in love with it. And I know for myself, I left for a little while and did something else and decided to come back home. And that's the thing, you're always home at Newberry College. So the admissions process, our application is always free. We are on the Common App, and you can also do the application from our newberry.edu website. Down in the bottom corner, you will see the option to apply now. We are test optional. We do not require an essay. All that we require is that high school transcript. And it's for the purpose of an admissions decision. This can be an unofficial. So when your admissions counselor is reaching out to you and introducing ourselves, you are more than welcome to send that transcript to us on that text thread. You can email it to us. We make that very easy for you to get it to us. We would love to see you on campus. We offer personal campus visits Monday through Saturday. We have an open house coming up this Saturday, so it's kind of last minute, but if anybody wanted to come, that registration is still open. And we also have an admitted students day coming up on April 9th. And next steps, once you have been admitted and decided that Newberry College is your home, you pay your enrollment fee, which is $300. This covers your housing deposit as well as that enrollment fee. Then you would be able to fill out your housing form, sign up for orientation, which the dates are here on the screen. And that registration for orientation as well as housing is open now. So any students who've been admitted and decide to join us in the fall, once you pay that enrollment fee, that is open for you to do.
Thank you so much. Next, we will have Central Carolina Technical College.
Good evening. Thank you for having me here. Central Carolina, we have several different colleges of study where all the programs lie into. We are the Titans. Mascot's still new. We still like him. I will point out that the nursing and health sciences is our biggest program. We've been known for that program and nursing specifically for over 20 years. It is a highly competitive field in classwork. So if you want to travel from other places to come here, that's one of your best options. We have, within student life, we have a few of the programs and clubs that you can be part of, and they're always looking to expand and bring in new ones once you have the student body that's willing and ready to put it all together. We have one of our student support services we have on campus is TRIO. Within TRIO, you have the student support services, and you also have the Veterans Upward Bound. And you can see the guidelines on here to be eligible for the TRIO program. And you can see that all the services that they provide. Tutoring, counseling, whatever your needs might be. And for the veteran specific, you have an additional resource center that is veterans only that they take care of, and there's coffee in there, your own little computer lab, and the other additional support services of being a veteran on campus and having other people like you around. Why would you choose us? Because we stay relevant with our programs. If the program is no longer essential or needed in a community, we slowly phase it out and we bring in new ones that help support the community and businesses around. We have several businesses here in town in Sumter, South Carolina, where they actually will pay their workers to come here to get the certificates and the degrees, or mainly certificates, and they pay for the whole part of it. So that's one good thing. Affordable tuition, of course, being a state school, being a technical school, it's less than $200 per semester hour. You can get your entire associate's degree for probably about $9,000 to $10,000. The courses transfer. We have our articulation agreements with a lot of state schools here in South Carolina that, so for example, if you do your Associates of Arts with us, pretty much the entire thing will transfer. I always caveat that with, it is up to the school you transfer into for sure, but if you're talking about your general core classes, the majority of them will transfer in. Student-centered hands-on learning, and we have a very small student-faculty ratio as well. It says 16:1, but there's probably only about 3 classes that actually have a full 16. A lot of classes are a little bit smaller actually, which is even better for more one-on-one time. Simple admission requirements, you go to the website, cctech or cctc.edu, and you'll find the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the apply now, and you just go through it. It's very simple. You'll upload your ID, any transcripts you may have at that point. Placement test for now, not necessarily required depending on what you're trying to go into, and they're looking to possibly take those away in the future. However, I would say take them if you want to try to get out of taking some of those first level courses. If you do not take the registration or the placement test, you'll start with the math 101 and you have to work your way up. Financial aid information, we always recommend completing the FAFSA. That way you know what else you'll qualify for. Pell Grants are always nice. If you're under the age of 24, you'll have to have your parents' information as well. So they should be ready to provide that for you as you're going through. Once the FAFSA part is complete, the financial aid counselor reviews everything and they can let you know what else you might qualify for. We have several scholarships, grants, and funding means here in Central Carolina. And there's the website that I mentioned for the free online application. And then once you get all that stuff through, the admissions coordinator will get in touch with you. They will get you into the program. Once you get through financial aid, register for classes, and come and take classes with us. If you'd like to schedule a tour, you go to the website, you go to the admissions tab. When you look down to your left, you're going to see a visit now, and you can actually schedule a campus tour or campus visit. And one of our recruiters will walk you around to show you all the different facilities we have, the bookstore, library, definitely show you where the student life and the trio services are at, because those are a big point where a lot of students don't realize that just because we're a technical college doesn't mean we don't have some of the amenities and programs available to keep students engaged while they're here. And that's really all I have. We have over 50 programs. We have one of the best welding programs in the state. That's probably our second big program after nursing. The Associates in Arts and Associates in Science transfer up to the 2-year, or from 2-year to 4-year. Also very well attended. And I look forward to any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we will have the University of Alabama.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Allison Pudlick, and I am the regional recruiter for the University of Alabama, based here in Charlotte, North Carolina. My counterpart is Rachel Hopewell, and she is based out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And together we cover both the states of North Carolina and South Carolina. We do go by many names, the University of Alabama, UA, or that school that says Roll Tide. However you know us by, hopefully I can teach you something new about the university today. We are located in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which is fun to say and even more fun to spell. That is about 7 hours from Charlotte on the west and central part of Alabama. We have a lot to offer in our suburban setting. We are based off of the Black Warrior River, which is the most northern part of our campus, and we are situated alongside our downtown area. So students have conveniences like restaurants that you're used to, in addition to a Publix right next to campus. You don't have to give up your pub sub. We also have a great concert venue just 5 minutes from campus, very similar to the PNC Pavilion in Charlotte, and then a variety of different places to eat and explore the outdoors. We do have 3 lakes within 30 minutes of campus, so students like to get out to Lake Lurleen, kayak, hike, even go camping or studying at these various areas to explore the area. On campus, we have 38,000 students total. 32,000 of those students make up our undergraduate population. Included in that is all 67 counties in the state of Alabama and all 50 states in the United States. In fact, 60% of our students are from out of state. So we have more out-of-state students than in-state students. So you are in good company coming from North Carolina and South Carolina, and it's pretty convenient to get to and from home during breaks. As I mentioned, we're about a 7 to 7.5 hour drive from the Charlotte area. There are direct flights from Charlotte International Airport to Birmingham Airport, and then we're about a 45-minute drive from Birmingham to Tuscaloosa. But carpooling is also an option with those various students from the Carolinas as well. Once you come to campus, you'll be a part of a rich community of students that are leaders, innovators, and legends. Currently, we have over 900 National Merit Scholars on campus. And in our campus setting, we offer over 300 study abroad programs, over 200 academic programs spread across 9 different schools and colleges. So even though we are a large institution, the way that we are organized makes it feel much smaller, but still offers you a lot of variety and amenities of a large university. For example, one of the ways to make the university feel a lot smaller is through our Honors College. We have 7 honors programs in total. The best thing about our honors program is anyone can apply to it. You do not have to be invited to apply to the Honors College. There are set admission requirements for students that submit a test score to the university for the Honors College, but there is also a test optional pathway with a minimum GPA requirement. The most common Honors College program would be our University Honors Program, or UHP for short. The other 6 programs are more focused on specific interest or academic areas, such as McCullough Pre-Medical Scholars or Randall Research Scholars, which is more of an emphasis on undergraduate research. However, you do not have to be a part of the Honors College to participate in undergraduate research. We are a R1 research institution, which means we have very high research activity, and you could participate either in research through the Honors College as a part-time job on campus, or join one of our emerging scholars programs as well. Now, in order to start your journey with the Alabama, it is great to know just kind of a general idea of what you're interested in. However, you do not have to know what you want to study in order to apply to Alabama. We do not have a major requirement. We do not cap enrollment for 99% of our programs. In fact, the only programs that require a separate application later on in upper division at Alabama or an audition would be nursing. Nursing requires an application in your sophomore year at Alabama. And then music, theater, and dance all require auditions into those programs after you're admitted to the university. But again, you can apply to the university undecided. We have over 200 programs to choose from. That QR code in the top right-hand corner will take you to all of our academic programs, including majors and minors. Now, I do have some great news. We are adding a few programs to extend our list of majors. So for fall of 2022, we will welcome Manufacturing Systems Engineering. This program will be a direct partnership with one of our manufacturing plants in Tuscaloosa, which is Mercedes, graphic design, and then sports management to come in fall 2023. Now, beyond your major, you'll have the opportunity to get involved on campus in over 600 student organizations, including Greek life, if that's something that you're interested in. We also have various amenities on our campus so that you can work hard and play hard. Our Crimson Ride will take you around campus, and our Crimson Slide will take you into our lazy river. You'll also have the opportunity to experience that Alabama athletic atmosphere as well. Now, most importantly, how to apply. For my rising seniors, this summer, our application will open July 1st on either our website and then August 1st for common application, and we will be test optional for this fall. These are the different sections of our application, but the biggest point here is there's no essay, no rec letters, and no statement of purpose. So we're just looking for your awards and experiences. But we hope you'll join us on campus for a campus tour. If you need more information on how to do this, I'll go ahead and put my information in the chat, But otherwise, thank you all for coming tonight, and roll tide.
Thank you. Our next college will be Benedict College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cedric Love. I am an admissions recruiter here at Benedict College. I do have on the shirt. Everyone says it doesn't look like I have on the shirt today, but I have on the shirt. Let me share my screen. All right, so Benedict College is we're founded in 1870. We are located in Columbia, South Carolina. We are a private, small, co-educational liberal arts institution. All right, so Benedict College was founded by a woman by the name of Bathsheba Benedict in 1870, and we are currently celebrating 152 years of existence. Currently, we are being led by Dr. Rosalind Clark Artist, who so happens to be the first female president and the 14th president of Benedict College. We are HBCU, we were the HBCU of the year for 2019 to 2020. All right, so what do you need to do to apply to Benedict College? So all you would need to do, two things. One is have a 2.0 GPA, and two, send in your transcript and do the application. So with that being said, we are test optional. We do not require SAT or ACT scores. All you would need to do is have that 2.0 and send in their transcript and do the application, and then that's it. So the best plan, so we have our top 5 majors are biology, business administration, justice administration, sports management, and psychology. We newly added majors. We have cybersecurity, esports, pre-med, our master's in business administration, and our master's in sports management. So the Tyrone Adamsboro School of Business and Entrepreneurship is one of our top majors here at Benedict College. In this major, you will receive a big brother, big sister who will help you who guides you through your tenure at Benedict College. So what we have to offer in the School of Business is accounting, business administration, entrepreneurship, finance, management, and marketing. All right, so student campus life. So Benedict College has 1,900 students enrolled, 59% being female, 41% being male. We do have a small ratio of 18:1, which is student to faculty ratio, which is a great thing because it allows you to get to know your professors and your peers. Benedict College also offers an upward door policy when it comes to the office hours of your professors. So you do not need to schedule an appointment to go see your professors. If they have that office hour set from 1 to 3, then they have to be in the offices between those office hours or to answer the phone. So that allows you to get to know your professors a little bit more. Also, Benedict has over 50 student clubs and organizations, one being the Divine Nine, the others being one is anime club, we have a esports club, we have social organizations, business organizations, dance organizations. So anything that you desire, we have here at Benedict. And if you do not have anything here, then you can create your own organization. Here are listed some of the best spots on Benedict campus, which is our dining hall. We absolutely love our dining hall. We have our What's Up Wednesdays in the dining hall where the DJ will come in, the band will come in, the dancers will come in, the Greeks will come in and stroll. So it's a really, really fun atmosphere on Wednesdays. Also, we have our beauty salon in the swim center as well. So we have the beauty salon, the barbershop, and the nail salon in here as well. So the student services. So we offer student success in the Student Success Center, the tutoring, resume building, internships, anything that you can think of that would help you further your career after graduation, we have it here at Benedict. Definitely with the first time experiences being our first generation, this is very, very important to them. So our athletics, we are a Division II school. We are in the CAC conference. Our girls basketball team just won the championship. Our boys basketball team went to the championship, made it to the championship, but did not win, unfortunately. Our men's and women's tennis team is amazing. Our track and field just came, both women and men came in second. Our football team did really, really well last year. Our softball team is amazing. Baseball team is amazing. Cheerleaders are ranked #1 in the CAC conference now. They were ranked by Geico. So Geico had a presentation for the CAC cheerleaders, and our cheerleaders won. And our volleyball team, we just received our men's volleyball team, so they are doing amazingly well as well. And here are some of the achievements. All right, so the best band in the land, which is the Band of Distinction. We are ranked #1 in our conference. So you hear me saying ranked #1 in our conference, that's because Benedict College is the best place to be. We are also headed to New York for the Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade. So we are very honored to be able to play in that parade as well. So once accepted, then what? You would just submit your $100 fee for your room and your $50 admissions fee, and your health form and housing form. And that's almost the same for the international students, but the international students has a different process. And listed here are a list of potential scholarships that we offer as well. How to apply? You would just go to benedict.edu/admissions or apply, or you can scan the QR code.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
And if all of the representatives, if you wouldn't mind coming back on, I would like to ask everyone a question, and if you wouldn't mind answering in the order that you presented. What is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process?
All right, I'll start off. Greg Daly again here from the Citadel. I guess probably the biggest myth that I would like to debunk is you don't have to have straight A's in order to go to college. You know, it's an all-around process. Most colleges and universities are, yes, academics are important, but they are also looking for a well-rounded student, you know, looking at those extracurricular activities, you know, what you've been involved in, clubs, organizations, you know, so keep that in mind as you're filling out those applications and deciding what schools you're attending. You know, is don't limit yourself because of grades.
For me, it's basically don't be hesitant to apply for all different kind of schools. No application is too long. Take your time on different applications. Make sure that you figure out what it is that you want to do, but naturally keep your options open. Make sure you fill out the applications correctly. And yeah, I would say that's one of the biggest questions that I get.
Just to kind of piggyback off of what my colleague here from the Citadel has said, is to know that colleges, we're looking at more than just that number on a piece of paper, more than that GPA, more than those test scores. We want to know who you are as a person. We want to know, not only your extracurriculars, but when you're, when you're applying to these schools, come and visit us when we can sit down in those admissions counselor meetings with you and get to know you and remember the small details about you. So that way, when we see your name, we're saying, oh, this is so-and-so, I remember this about them. So really be involved in that process and let us really get to know you.
I would say that the hardest thing is just finding out where the apply button is on the web page. And once you figure that out, it's really easy to fill in the information. And like everybody's saying, don't be afraid to fill out multiple applications for multiple colleges. You don't know which one you get accepted for.
I would say another myth surrounding the college search process is that it's expensive to go out of state is a myth. It certainly can be because your in-state institutions are intended to serve you as a resident of that state. However, based on your academic achievements, your involvement, your volunteering, all of that is considered in the process. So don't be afraid to look at other universities and see if you fit their profile of what they're looking for, because that's how you can close the gap and make out-of-state affordable.
All right, so a myth that I would like to debunk is basically college is too expensive. College can be expensive, but there are so many different scholarships and opportunities out there for you to be able to pay for school. Just having a 2.5 GPA can, I know here at Benedict, that is a scholarship as well. So there's a lot of scholarships that you can receive and grant money that you can receive for school.
Thank you all. We appreciate it. And thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-minute survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back on the schedule and sign up for more sessions. There are sessions that will be happening tomorrow as well. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Carolinas. Thank you.